Scott here. Do you need a few more minutes, Tracy, for the agenda?
I looked at them online, but the ones I got.
Does anybody need to add anything to it? I know I called Sonia and she said there was nobody really for a, wanting to come and speak, but I actually did leave off the public comment part of it. Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Everybody good with it? Everybody had a chance to look at the minutes for January the 25th.
These are not the ones I got in the email.
I didn't get a chance to send you an email because I didn't have it.
Well, that was from Karen from the last meeting.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
So that leaves you in a negative?
1,658, which you'll see attached is budget amendment number 4. So you have discussed in previous meetings and approved to spend $27,550 on the Taylor Hicks concert. So this budget will take, this budget amendment number 4 will take $27,550 out of your savings account, your fund balance, and put it in your budget so that you can spend this appropriately. And so what I'll need the board to do is make a motion and approve this budget amendment number 4.
And that's including that 15,000 at first and then that 12,500 that.
That's right. Your first vote was for 15,000. You paid 7,500. You still owe 7,500. Your second vote was for 12,550. You paid 6,000. You still owe 6,550. So this includes it all.
But this isn't counting any money we get in for tickets.
So far, you've received, the town's received $80 for ticket sales.
No, but I mean, from the, at the end, we haven't budgeted any concert at all, have we?
We have not budgeted any money for concert tickets, no.
Okay, thanks.
That's on your front sheet right there. You can see your second item is concert tickets. Your budget is 0. You've brought in 80.
Okay.
If you had some type of forecast, prediction, we could not take that money out of savings, but so far we've only seen $80, so right now, we're writing out more money than we've got in our budget. We need to make a budget amendment.
I make a motion that we approve the budget amendment number 4.
Yeah, I'll second that.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
And so that was passed?
Yeah.
Okay. And so then, in October, this board approved for us to start selling the concert tickets on our invoice cloud with the town. And in the last meeting, y'all discussed maybe potentially not doing that anymore. I just need the board to vote and say they want me to take that out of our invoice cloud. It's an ordeal. So before we do it, I wanted you to vote on it and make sure that's the way you want to handle that.
Well, I know the tickets are being dealt with through that ticket app that was set up. Because they just had an issue with them trying to, it looked like you were paying your water bill. But I'll make a motion that we take that off of the cloud. But the chance to buy the tickets will still be on the Town of Robbinsville page, right?
Yes, that's something separate Debbie has done.
Okay.
So just to make sure I understand, there will be a link on the Robbinsville homepage that will direct them toward a ticket site.
To a ticket site that the school, Robbinsville High School Band is administrating and taking care of, yes. It's linking them to Robbinsville.
Okay. And we're removing,
Band
with
boosters.
the motion here is to remove from the water bill payment system,
Right.
essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, the word was ordering tickets, it's like it's paying their water bill.
Yeah. But now it's not like that. So you good with that too?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, that's all I have.
Okay, moving right along to the old business. The old business was, I kind of got this all together as it was approaching. The passport adventure, that was something that we'd been kind of talking about since last March. And then we finally got a grant for it for $2,500. I spoke with the lady at the Great Health Foundation, and we were approaching the 6-month deadline, and she needed to see some action on it and everything. So I kind of went in, and this stuff is what I have done for the passport adventure. I got a small book printed just because I felt like it was just like a passport and something they could tuck down in their fanny pack. Because when you go hiking, you don't really need a book that's hard, and because it gives you the directions, yeah. And then here's the fanny pack that it can fit in. There's the stamper. Whenever they, you know, like you do your passports and you get your stamp, they can come up here and we can stamp it for them. I had enough money also to get like a mosquito repellent wristband. I didn't feel comfortable buying the spray or the wipes just because some people are allergic to them.
Those work.
Wristband?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got enough to do 150 passport adventures. Well, thank you. And I would like for it to get started in March. I've got a banner that I'm gonna put up and kind of help promote it. But I do wanna try to, I'm hoping the newspaper will help us out with this. And, I've got it up on the board. I went around to some extra places and got discounts. If you get one of these, you get like 10% off at Lynn's, 10% off at Poke Lodge for merchandise, and then over at Fontana, they offered a lot of stuff. And then McDonald's threw in some stuff. And I'm hoping that Wendy's might throw in some stuff too. And I wanted to save enough money so that I'm hoping that at least 100 of them will be able to get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So, on your financial thing, down at the bottom, if you'll look, I've got where I did get some stickers made too, just because some of them might not be able to come in and get their stamp, so I can mail it to them. But the fanny packs and the books was the most expensive thing, and then will come my shirts. I budgeted in like, I figured $800 for them, but the wristbands, they were like 171, and then my banner is 51.75. I'm gonna be looking at $24.82 if the shirts are at $800. So I've met the budget of the grant. I didn't really want to go over it just in case it wasn't a big hit. I didn't want the RTA to be out any extra money, but if it is a big hit, I'm hoping that we'll be able to produce some more of the books. So, that's about it for that. Now, the Taylor Hicks concert. The tickets since we changed to that other app, we have sold over 150 tickets. and 61 of those tickets are the VIP. So that's $50 a pop for them. And I know that whenever we were talking about this and we tried to get Amber to link it together, we thought that it would just kind of go into the town's account after it all comes into play, but we're just gonna keep it in the band's account until that time. I think Sonia felt more comfortable with that because she felt like that maybe they could hack our system and get into our banking accounts and stuff. But this ticket out is insured and bonded, and they're very safe. They're like Ticketmaster. So it's kind of, it's been a good thing. It's been a very positive thing. Because the $80 worth of tickets before, 4 of those tickets were mine and 2 were to another customer. So we've really started selling tickets for that. And I think the VIP thing was a good thing that we thought of the last time. I don't know. I know we need to get out and produce them more. I know we've got them out around the town, but they're going. They're going good, I think. So we just kind of got to keep getting out with that. Now, I want to talk about the car show. Now, I really have to say that I appreciate Allison because she helped out with this a lot. And the car show flyer is right there, Seth, if you'll just kind of pass it around. We've got it on the website. We've got it out and about. It's starting to get noticed. I know a lot of people have come to the post office and talked to me about it. And I spent a little bit of money on them because I took them to a place and got them printed. I tried printing them here, but it looked like the color was kind of losing its pop. And I felt like that it would pull, you know, it would catch your eye if it was that bright red the whole time. So I hate that I done that, but that was about the only thing that I felt like I kind of splurged on. And then I've got 3 banners already took care of, and they're out. One of them is over in Steeple, one is at Walgreens, and then one is down there where the Willie Colvin intersection is, right there where Pineapple Wood is. So we got that one going, and then got the 2 from Savnak. I went up there, and they actually hadn't been ordered, so I went ahead and just told her to make me up 2 that we could keep year after year. So I go pick them up tomorrow. And then I've got the yard signs, because Dirk was kind of talking about how that he thought we needed to post the yard signs out and about. Sorry. So I've got some of those ordered, and yeah, you can. And they're, you know, kind of easy. I went ahead and got a hold of the girl with the jump house. We'll have the jump house again. And I got George Evans to be the photographer. Now, I'm kind of thinking that I want to do a calendar. And I've got to get some ideas from him as to what would be a good backdrop for that. But that's where I am with that. What do you think about it, Richard?
I like the calendar.
Okay. I kind of think it would be neat just for the locals to have the cars posted. Because there's a lot of pretty cars in it last year. Finally got up with Josh, and he said that he could do the DJ and the sound just like he did last year. He did a very good job. And I went out and spoke to some people, and I've already got 3 volunteers that's going to help us with morning time when we're trying to get all the cars in there. And I'm really wanting to spend some money on some walkie-talkies, because I think a walkie-talkie with a person telling the one to tell them where to go, because it was like Richard had a time trying to escort them all in their different directions last year. So I think if we set up a little bit different and we have walkie-talkies and they can kind of communicate, it would be easier.
Need to mark it off better. If
Yes.
we had regular cars just parking in there.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have it marked off.
And they really only one way in.
One way in is exactly
We'll do
what I
that.
thought too, yeah. Sooner it gets close to that, the more we'll kind of figure out how we wanna set all that up. I've already sent out letters and the liabilities for the vendors and the participants. And I've already had several vendors contact me. I reached out to a group called Muscle Car Ministries in Maryville, and they are planning on bringing some of their cars. They want to bring some of their ministry too. And I said, that would be wonderful. So that is a huge group. Now, I did reach out to Vets for Vets, and they were interested, but they were already committed. So the guy told me, he said, if you can set your date for next year, this year, and let us know, he would try to put us on their schedule. Vets for Vets is a huge organization that, you know, maybe by next year we could do it as a fundraiser for the vets. So that would be a good thought to go ahead and be thinking that far ahead.
What about a rain date? Or
Yeah,
something like that?
no, I kind of wanted to see what you thought about that. What normally happens?
Most of the time, it's like they just want to push it back a week.
Well, should we, just kind of wait and start letting people know about that the closer it gets to it?
Since it's what, several months
Yeah,
away.
okay.
How about a concert rain day? Will that concert rain day happen? If it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they said that there would be a date, you know, they'll change that up too.
Do they know that date?
No, she hasn't either. I guess we're all kind of waiting until that closer it gets to it to kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
We're just keeping our fingers crossed that it don't rain.
Someone check the almanac.
Yeah, I know. I started to say, I wish we would check with an almanac before we set
More
this
than
up.
wait 10 minutes. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, yeah. I've been getting up with, Amber Coffee at Coffee Customs, and she finally got back to me, and we're supposed to meet up next week, but I wanna know, I really wanted to have her ideas before Yuns, so Yuns could kinda get an idea, if Yuns liked them. But I seen one that I thought was cool that had, a trophy with pistons and motor parts and stuff on it, and I'm wanting her to try to build something like that with a knife head on it. I thought that would be neat. But maybe next meeting, I can have some ideas of what she's got going.
Yeah.
Tell me about, I wanna get something for every participant that brings a car. Now, I know you said they don't really get into the, dashboard things.
Back when I showed a lot years ago, you'd get a little old card.
Mhm.
You just don't see it anymore. But these was just little old, actually had double-sided tape on them.
Mhm.
Where you could peel it off if you wanted to put it on your dash, you
Mhm.
could.
What about a magnet?
Can't beat those.
Anything, I mean,
Throw
I
them in the
think we need to
refrigerator.
give them at least a little something, just to, you know, remember it.
A souvenir.
Yeah, some type of a little souvenir. And if we make more, and we can sell them,
Or even a windshield sticker.
yeah, I thought about a
Something
windshield.
like that.
Okay, I'm gonna get some of the local girls to kind of get their ideas together and get them designed. Maybe I can bring them in here and let you pick out which one you want.
Fine.
Because we've got some very talented people that can do that kind of stuff.
I certainly like the magnet more than a windshield sticker, I think,
Uh-huh.
just because, you know, I can't imagine you putting a windshield sticker on some of these cars.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
You
some
know,
of them.
I mean, yeah, you're
Yeah, no,
not-
they don't want you to
yeah,
get
you're
close
not
to them
touching
at all.
that, so, you know, a little fridge magnet or something.
Yeah, I thought that was just something anyway. So I kind of wanted to tie in the 150th celebration into it too, because we've talked about that. And I got up with the Historical Association, and what we have decided to do is we're gonna put up a big tent with some chairs and have a huge TV screen and just have some pictures on a flash drive and just let the history of Graham County kind of flow through that TV. And then I've got some people that has even offered their history scrapbooks. And then I've got more people that are wanting to make just memorabilia of the 150th celebration. So I'm really thinking that's going to be a good positive for it, bring a lot more people out. And if there's anybody that you know that's good at crafts or whatever, this would be a good time for them to sign up to be a vendor and come up with some of this stuff.
And where do they sign up to be a vendor?
Here.
Just come here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. I've got the letter printed out. They just come in, we pay their $10 fee to be a vendor.
Yeah.
To put their car in the show, the first car is $20. Every car after that is $10. And for the first 25 or 30 car participants that sign up, that pre-register early,
Yeah.
they get 2 free Taylor Hicks tickets. And then the
Well,
first, you ain't checked your mail, because I put those letters in.
I got it today.
Did you?
I just ain't opened it.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what it is. And then the vendors, the first 10 vendors
Yeah.
that come in and pre-register, they get 2 Taylor Hicks tickets.
So first 10 vendors and first 20 cars?
I think it's 25.
Okay.
Mhm. And hopefully that'll bring a lot of them in early.
Yeah, I was the first one last year.
You better be the first one this year
I was
too.
started.
I've went around and I've got several things donated to give away. You know, last year we had like every hour on the hour we'd pull a name out of the hat and give away things. I've got crafts to give away and stuff like car wash, just your normal stuff. And Seth has said that he would do the Kids' Choice Award booth. And it's a fun one, but it's really tough. Me and Karen was busy last year. We had over 80 kids, so you and Shay will be a little busy. You may have to get your boys in on it too.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah,
They'll
we
have to
did
pick their
Braxton.
cards in.
I've got my 3 judges ready to go. That's it for the car show. I haven't really had a chance to get into the fishing derby thing, but I just kind of wanted to meet that deadline with that passport because I did not want to lose it. And I'm hoping that it'll be a big success. But as soon as I can kind of get this out of the way, then I will start researching the fishing derby. And I do think I'm going to have a few shirts made for the staff that's going to help out with the car show. So we'll get that all figured out. The last old thing, I guess, is the trunk or treat. I know that's one thing that me and Dirk were excited about. It's going to be October the 31st. That's on a Monday, and we will do it at the town square just like we did last year. Hopefully it won't rain, but the closer it gets to that, we'll kind of get into figuring all that out. I just really want the car show to be a success, and the Taylor Hicks thing, and maybe come out of the negative bit. But the new business is, we need to change the time of the meeting, and I've got on here 5 o'clock, but is 5 o'clock good for you too, Teresa?
I can come anytime.
Okay. Well, we're gonna change it to 5 o'clock on the last Tuesday of the month. And the last thing I guess I want to discuss is the RTA director position. We're gonna need to have that probably posted and stuff, but I would like to say something. Me and Farron have worked very hard, and we've had to jump in there, and we've had to make a lot of stuff happen. And I would like for me and him to have the opportunity to at least follow the car show through. I would like to present it to the aldermen and see if they're willing to pay me or pay him to finish this out to the car show. That's about it. I know I changed the digital sign too. I don't know if you have noticed it, but it still said Merry Christmas. So, I changed that, and I've got some of this stuff on it, and plan on trying to just throw a little extra stuff in there to it. I'm learning that thing, and I had to create a new Facebook page. So, I'm still learning how to be the admin of that and trying to share all this stuff. Muscle Car Ministries is really wanting me to try to get that plus the form to sign up for it so that they can share it on theirs. And there's another car place over in Murphy that's wanting me to get it ready and share it with them. But anybody that you know, if you'll just kind of see that and share it and post it out to all of the different people, I think that's going to be our best advertisement for Taylor Hicks and the car show. So that's about all I've got on all of it. Is there anything that Jens can see that I need to be preparing for with the car show? Because I feel like the car show sells itself. You put your banners up and you get out and you promote the cars to come, and basically you're there to make sure that the cars go where they're supposed to go. But I think
Actually,
that
figure out how to, it shows every car show that's coming up, but I don't know how.
And you register here for the car show as
Yes.
well? Okay.
yeah, and I can send it to them online too if they
Oh,
email me.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already sent out all of the ones that participated last year,
Yeah.
because we had about 50 people to sign up. Some of them's addresses wasn't on their forms, so I couldn't send them a letter.
Okay.
So they already know, and they've already got their form to fill out. Can you share that with me? Yeah, and then maybe I can come down here and get it on that.
It's like every day something's popping up showing upcoming car shows.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people's gonna see it on that.
And I want to know some of the earlier, or ones that's going on now, and then that way I can go to them and put our flyer in those. I've priced those things out a lot. Plus, there's gonna be that billboard. Yeah. There's gonna be the billboard that's got it up there too, over in Murphy. So that should kind of help advertise it too.
How much? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. The only thing that I can think of with the car show, we discussed it earlier, I mean, in a few meetings in the future, we'll need to figure out that floor plan,
Yeah.
so we can make sure we've got it organized, but.
I wanted to try to figure out how to tie the bridge and everything into it, because I think maybe, but I went down there and looked, and it's so spread out. But it just depends on how many cars show up. And then the vendors and where to put them. It would just be neat if we kind of had all the cars coming in that way, and then all of the people that's coming to it going through the old way. Yeah. That's about it.
How much is the Passport to Adventure kit?
It's free.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
You have to go to so many spots.
You have to go to so many, I've got 16 different locations on there to go to.
Like trails and stuff?
Yeah.
Trails, and then, I had to tie in some handicap stuff too.
Okay.
So the school, and
Yeah.
then I've got one called the Mural Trail, which is actually just here downtown.
Yeah.
And, I can't remember. What was another handicap one? Well, up on the Cherahela, but then I've got some waterfalls that's on there that's off the grid. Bergen Creek waterfalls, Wrights Creek waterfalls,
Oh, wow.
and you have to be in shape for some of these. you
Okay.
know. And I did put in there that you had to complete all of them to get your shirt, but I'm not gonna do that. Is if they can just show an interest in it, I want to, I wanna get it out and make it a bigger thing next year.
Okay.
Yep.
So t-shirts involved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And a fanny pack.
And a fanny pack.
passport book.
Okay.
We're encouraging them to like share photos they take.
Yes.
Like, with the Facebook.
Mhm.
Okay.
Things like that. Along with the
And that's all I've got.
I'm turning my resignation. It's been a long 10 years.
10 years. Wow.
As director and then on the board.
Mm-hmm. So, well, I hate that, Teresa.
I think it's the right thing to do for me. So, good luck.
Anybody else got anything? Nope.
Fine.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.